Greetings. Today I'm going to talk about endocrine and the glandular system. This is a very complex subject and a very difficult one to deal with too. What is a glandular system? It is a communication system where messengers that are hormones travel to targeted organs to activate a series of change or reaction that will keep the body in a homeostasis state. The glandular system consists of the pituitary gland, thyroid gland, parathyroid gland, thymus gland, gonads, which include the ovaries and testes, the pancreas, hypothalamus, and adrenal glands. The entire glandular or endocrine system works in a synchronizing manner, constantly monitoring the body homeostasis balance. The glands produce and excrete chemical substances known as hormones. Hormones coordinate and control various organs and tissues so that all parts of the body works smoothly and efficiently. The amount of hormones released depends on the body's needs. The level changes in response to infection, stress, and changes in chemical composition of the blood. What are needed to keep the glandular system in homeostasis? The glandular system functions properly if it has adequate minerals, especially trace minerals. For example, the thyroid gland. It will be able to maintain a proper metabolic rate and body fluid levels if it has adequate iodine. The pancreas needs chromium. Unfortunately, our daily life are often lacking in such trace minerals or insufficient of it. The processing has removed much of the vitamins and minerals in our food. For example, 86% of manganese are removed from the white flour. Stress can also interfere with the levels of hormones in the body. The endocrine system is a very complicated system and much has to be discovered by science, although we have made great studies with it. One of the major systems is the hypothalamus-pituitary relations. The pituitary regulates energy, water balances, growth, response to stress, and reproduction. The pituitary also secretes 8 types of hormones. Some hormones act directly on non-endocrine tissues such as bone, while in other cases, it modulates the activity of the endocrine glands that are located in the periphery of the body. Hormones that modulate the activity of peripheral endocrine glands are called trophic hormones. The pituitary is regulated by hypothalamus. Pituitary and hypothalamus are both part of the brain. The pituitary sits outside the blood-brain barrier. What this means is that pituitary is able to receive signals from the blood and also signals from the brain. It integrates electrical signals from the nervous system in the brain and also signals from the blood. To understand the pituitary, one has to go back to its embryonic development stage. During the embryonic development stage, there is a downgrowth from the brain. The downgrowth remains attached to the base of the brain in an area called infundibulum. This downgrowth expands and becomes the pars nervosa. The infundibulum with the pars nervosa becomes the posterior pituitary. The posterior pituitary becomes the neural tissue and connects to the brain. The second portion of the pituitary is called the anterior lobe. This arises from the roof of the mouth as an extension from the roof of the mouth. However, it becomes severe during development and forms a cuff around the infantibulum. It aligns directly beside the posterior lobe. This is the anterior lobe. 6 hormones come from the anterior lobe and 2 hormones come from the posterior lobe. The hormones coming from the hypothalamus are called releasing factors. Each releasing factor is going to work on the target pituitary cell. The target pituitary cell will secrete a hormone called trophic hormones because they will regulate the activity of the target organ. For example, TRH is a thyroid releasing hormone from the hypothalamus. It works on the thyroid trophies at the pituitary and cause it to release thyroid stimulating hormone called TSH. When the TSH or thyroid stimulating hormone enters the blood circulation, it works on the thyroid gland. The thyroid gland will secrete the thyroid hormones T3 or triiodide-thyronine and T4 thyroxine. T3 denotes the active thyroid hormone, whereas the T4 denotes the precursor of the thyroid hormone. Both T3 and T4 regulate how your body uses energy, internal temperature, hair, skin, and weight. What are the nutrients for the pituitary? Eating a diet rich in fruits and vegetables, which are great sources of fiber, vitamins, and minerals. Choosing good sources of fats and monounsaturated fats, or opting for whole grains instead of refined grains. Reducing sodium intake would be helpful. And supplementing with herbs that can help to balance hormones is one way to fix the hormone imbalances. Thank you for watching and supporting my videos. Remember, take control of your own health. Only you know your own body better than anyone.